Good evening. Good evening, everybody. We're here on Waves 96.3 FM. Welcome, everyone, to the Blessed Hope Review program. It's 8:24 p.m. and I'm here with my partner in crime. In really does matters. You see, I was thrown off. Myself and Anthony. Anthony. Anthony, it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Um, it's a weird kind of feeling being here on a Tuesday.
Welcome,
You
man.
know, yes, this is the platform for
Yes.
Nimrod Price and Anthony Brown.
Well, more Nebert.
Yes.
So we have to big up Nebert. I think this is the first he has ever been absent
Yeah.
from the program from its inception. At this time, Nebert would say, "Welcome to the
Blessed hope you
Blessed
program.
Hope." Yeah.
He begins differently,
Yeah, and then this is the
Um,
200 and something program. So he has never been absent.
Lift up the trumpet and Lord of
Yes,
the Rings.
he has never
Yes.
been absent. So
Interesting.
big up Nebert.
Because even in your absence, he would normally
Yeah, he's
be
he's
here
here. He's
doing
here.
a
He's
solo
here.
thing.
Yeah. But
Such it is.
he's kind of under the weather tonight. So
Yes.
um, we ask that you pray, include him in your prayers.
Yes.
That he'll have a speedy recovery.
And then next week, this time, the
Yeah.
program will be
Yes.
with him being
yes.
for the mic. All right.
Yes.
But we're off for a late start, Anthony.
Yes.
We were having some serious technical difficulties,
Mm-hmm.
man. And we have been here from long before 7, but before 8 o'clock.
Before 8,
long
yeah,
before 8,
yeah.
but it's just one of those things. But we have the opportunity to know. Let me hope that everything will run smoothly from here until the program ends.
I think Libert instructed me to say that welcome to the 16th program
Yes.
for 2026
Yeah.
and 72nd since our inception in
Okay.
2021.
January 2021.
Hope we did justice.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We're going to pray because we have a very interesting program to go through. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for being a God who cares, being a God who loves us with an everlasting, unconditional love. We're here this time because you gave us life. You gave us another opportunity to represent you in things that pertain to you. Be with us this night as we go through this program. May you inspire us. Please bring back to our memories what you want us to share with our listening and participating audience. And may each soul be blessed as we seek to share this message once more. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Welcome, Teddy.
Yeah.
Welcome, Taran Hilton.
Yeah, over there in Trinidad.
Yes.
We need to include our husband on the prayer as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So along with Ella Price, her husband. Yeah.
Oh, he
Hilton.
has a situation
Yeah.
also. Okay. And Ella Price said hi.
Mhm.
Welcome, Ella Price.
Ella Price is on.
Yes, he said
Aye.
something else.
Okay.
It's something.
Yes.
All right. We're looking this evening on slavery 2.0. Very interesting. I would say unique and weird kind of topic because you're talking about slavery long after 100 years after slavery has been abolished. The abolition of we're here talking about it. But it's coming back.
Well, it's here.
Yes. We're seeing the fringes of it. We'll be getting the downpour of rain anytime soon. But we're looking at slavery 2.0, um, which is part of the mark of the beast system. This whole digital society. We're looking at a digital prison situation. Right. Yes, Anthony.
Oh yeah. So
I thought you were.
the Bible.
I thought you were going Bible. That's how you
Yeah.
looking. You know.
No, I'm actually looking, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the Bible gives us reasons for events that that we're a part of,
Yeah.
that transpire in our vicinity. One of the things that the Bible tells us in Deuteronomy 20, that chapter that Moses dealt with
Yeah.
prior to the children of Israel entering the promised land. Moses went through an exhaustive list. He gave them, the blessings that would follow them
Yeah.
if they were obedient to God,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gave them the curse
Yeah.
that would follow them if they
Or disobedient.
were disobedient and rebellious. Deuteronomy 28, and if we look at verse 36 to 40,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of give you an idea, and then you can now look at what is taking place globally and see whether or not we are abiding,
Yeah.
and if not, maybe this is why these things are now encircling us. So Deuteronomy 28 verse 36, it says, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee into a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. So that's the slavery thing, right?
Yeah.
And there shall thou serve other gods, wood and stone, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations,
Mm-hmm.
whether the Lord shall lead thee. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shall gather but little in,
Yeah.
for the locust shall consume it. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor
Mm-hmm.
gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. No,
Right.
I'm not one of those big farmers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I plant a little thing here and there, and man, you have to have the chemicals. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more organic and whatever else. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why? I mean, the worm, the flies, the crop can't survive.
True. True.
You can't plant nothing
Mm-hmm.
unless you fertilize it. Nothing at all.
On that fertile soil, you're going to hear where you call it virgin
Virgin
land.
land. Yeah.
In there, so you're having challenges, no?
Them things do not work again.
Mm-hmm.
One time you go cut down piece of place and plant something, you see some
Yeah.
plant and shoot out of it, big and chopping.
Mm-hmm.
No, you cut down and plant and you have to find fertilizer quick. Nothing now come. So I mean, the Bible forewarn us.
Yeah.
I remember, my grandparents and my parents when they were doing their farming.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember when they had a farm, whether you work
True.
outside
True.
the house, whether you professional, tradesman, anything, everybody had a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And them cut down piece of virgin land, and fertilizer wasn't prevalent then.
True.
Whenever when
There
you
was
do,
there was no need,
yeah, and when you do something like Irish potato, or you have a crop of cabbage or something,
Mm-hmm.
you might sprinkle like a fertilizer. But apart from that, everything else, the yam, I recently say yam you have to fertilize all yam.
Okay. Yeah. Fertilize, yeah.
Of course.
That taste eggs.
So in Deuteronomy it says, first of all, in verse 30, God shall bring thee and thy which thou shalt set over thee into a nation, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known,
Mm-hmm.
and there shalt thou serve other gods. So
Yeah.
notice, once you're carried away, the next thing is that you're gonna serve idols.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just gone. So the people who say them good, and you're not fully committed to the creator God, but you're good. No, the Bible say you're gonna serve other God, wood and stone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then it says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverbs, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. And with this, those persons who used to stand for truth,
Yeah.
when others see you not standing, then you're being ridiculed because
Yeah.
they say you know better, you should know better, and yet still you come serve other gods with us. You
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
imagine. So man, we know say our gods are not the right ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
know. They
most of
know.
the nations, most of the persons who do them thing, them know
They
say
know.
for them God
Mm-hmm.
is way inferior than the creator God.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw a thing with one of those guys from Haiti. Well, he was converted to Adventism,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying that while they were practicing in Haiti, there was a situation where even the women they in there doing their rituals
Mm-hmm.
couldn't help the family with what was happening.
Yeah.
And their recommendation was to go to the Seventh Day Adventist, let them pray for the person, and that would affect the healing. And they did, and that was it, the person was healed.
Yeah.
But that was then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, we're mixed up in all of them things.
They wouldn't look to.
It
No.
couldn't work
They
again.
wouldn't look to.
You know what I mean? So
The uniqueness is no longer there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they know, those who are worshiping the other gods know that if you are obedient to the true and living God,
Yeah.
the Bible say you have a form of godliness, but you deny the power. Yeah. So once you are truly obedient to God, then the power would attend you. And then the part where it says, "Thou shalt plant," well, "Thou shalt carry much seed out in the field, and shall gather little." I think last week we were looking at the fact that in Jamaica seeds are
Yeah.
short or non-existent, or the
Yeah.
one that are available when you
So,
plant them, nothing no come.
mm-hmm.
So we're right here, so look how the Bible put it.
I didn't want to admit it, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
where
right
we
there.
are. That's
We're
where we
right
are.
there.
Yeah.
Verse 39 said, "Thou shalt." Well, we don't really have locusts in Jamaica, but locusts around the place. I know you go African and place, the locusts around. All right, verse 30. I think during the COVID pandemic,
Yeah.
you remember there was a locust outbreak, and they were ravaging the entire Middle East and Africa.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man.
So no leaf, no left on
Don't,
trees and
yeah.
stuff.
All right. Verse 39 says, "Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them,
Mm-hmm.
but thou shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them." There's a major concern now as it relates to storing up.
Yeah.
Remember the government, Europe, the European Union, and some other countries were telling their people to store up at least have 7 days supplies. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
But if you buy the rice and the flour and the thing, no one say you will store it. Quick time, it's full of worm, It's full of
True.
worm, quick. I
True.
mean,
You can't preserve anything right now.
nothing,
No.
nothing. What the Bible say? And this is as a result of us being rebellious,
Yeah.
being disobedient,
Mm-hmm.
and so um, that's where we are now.
Yeah.
That's where we
And
are.
it's about God's people,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not expecting those of the world to be conforming to godly principles.
Mm,
So God was speaking to Israel,
definitely.
right? So Israel know um, the mess that Israel would become
Mm-hmm.
would affect the entire world.
Yes, yes.
And for us who consider ourselves, Christians today,
Mm-hmm.
our failure to live by the principles of God
Yes.
is going to contaminate the entire world because we should be the example, we should be the light.
Mm-hmm.
We are that people look to, you know. Welcome Adibolo and
Mm-hmm.
Dr. L.
Yes.
Well, I've never had anything to do with Dr. L.
Yeah, well,
Tonight is my night.
welcome, welcome,
Tonight.
Dr. L.
All right. Thanks for coming, man.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
you read a passage of scripture that suggests obedience. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you eat the good of the land, as the Bible does say.
Right.
Disobedience, and you have some experiences that are very uncomfortable.
Some experience that
And
we're experiencing now.
today,
Yes.
and we find ourselves in that situation,
Right.
you know, currently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there also is, you know, a thin line between that and being in a state of rich and poor, free and bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because all of those things are a result of disobedience,
Yes.
God's people being disobedient. There's something you wish to share before I
Before
dig, I dig, I dig very deep.
before you dig very deep,
Alright.
right? Let's see if we can find that. Yeah,
Mhm.
but while we're looking for it, the world is heading in a particular. Well, the world is there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can't turn it around. If it's heading, then maybe you have a chance. But no, you can't turn it around.
Mhm.
Um, and most of us don't realize where we are. All right, so let's hear this.
So
Yeah.
from the top.
Mhm.
Credit goes to our extremely efficient International Research and Development Committee. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. The energy crisis here in the United States was exceptionally successful worldwide, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage. Our labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages in all areas of the world. Financially, the dollar is being devalued even faster than we could have hoped. Politically, the public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility. As you know, we ourselves do not need to hold any visible office of leadership. As a matter of fact, it's better that we do not. If we control the finances, news media, food, transportation, and energy, we control everything. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operation, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth by giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation at once. He cannot buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one world monetary and government system that we alone will control. Is that not wild? Let me know what you think about that.
This sounds like many, many, many years ago.
Yeah, man. This was a film that
Yeah,
was done maybe in the 90s.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh. And so these are the movers and shakers, the elite behind the scene. They were telling us.
yeah.
They were telling us.
Just few things changing, as in terms, terminology,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the exact thing that is happening.
Yeah.
You know, just change a word or two.
Right.
You know, things are more modern.
Yeah.
But he mentioned, or the film mentioned, a whole heap of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it speaks to the one number situation,
You need
which we know that
the digital
for
ID.
us it's
Yeah.
a digital ID
Mm-hmm.
needs in here in Jamaica.
Right.
Speaks about the financial thing too.
Yes.
So that one number is access to just about all services, everything.
Yeah.
You know, travel, it covers everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it with what is happening currently
Mm-hmm.
with the gas shortage,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and it
Energy
says,
share in the US. I
mhm.
mean, come on.
And it speaks to the transportation,
Yeah.
being controlled by
Yeah.
government.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about it Sunday evening,
Right.
you know, that it's just a government thing that may
It's
come
going
to the
to.
fore now in
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
end of public transportation. Is it
Mm-hmm.
private? Private kind of
Private. Yeah, man.
transportation.
Private
Because you just can't
ownership.
afford the gas. And the price, the taxi fare and whatever fare now go up high enough to suit you.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go park
Yes.
and then allow for the government system, which may be subsidized or whatever the approach may be,
Mm-hmm.
to take care of those who are able to travel
Mm-hmm.
or who will be told, it's okay to travel. So we're seeing everything playing out today.
Mm-hmm.
It means that the plans were in place from over 30 years.
Well, yeah, and not only that, he
Mhm.
looked at the energy crisis.
Yes.
He said that it was successful for the US, but then that is going to cause famine because
Yeah.
basically, with the energy crisis, you're going to have a food crisis,
Mhm.
which is what is in train right now. When you look at the fact that they are saying that there's a global drought
Yeah.
situation now, I
Mhm.
mean, I didn't recognize that there was not enough snow in the northern region of the US, Canada, the United States, all of these things.
Mhm.
There was not enough snow, so the ice cap that they normally count on to melt and to contribute to the tributaries and so on in
Yeah.
California and other
Yeah.
places. You don't have them thing now, so what I must say is that you have a global drought and even in Europe and so on. So I mean, it can be more. You think a coincidence? You think it's coincidence or it was planned?
No, it was planned
Right.
because, and another way of knowing
Yeah.
when they have issues, I can only use Dubai because it's the latest. When they have
Mm-hmm.
issues in Dubai with, lack of rain or
Mm-hmm.
water, then they see the clouds and there's water.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of technology exists.
Exists, yeah, man.
So if there are areas in the United States that need water, you
And
just say,
none of them have the technology.
mm-hmm. You just say
Abracadabra.
water. You could say that
Abracadabra.
too. And the
Yeah,
water will
water.
appear because I'm told Trump is a magician. So you would say
Yeah,
abracadabra.
yeah.
And water would appear. So when
Yeah.
it is that you're not having
Mm-hmm.
that supply, it
Right.
means that you have done something to
Mm-hmm.
prevent, or to allow for scarcity or the
Right.
absence of.
Mm-hmm.
And you are one of those. I mean, United States are one of those people. They will go into the sea and they end up desalinate all kind of
Desalination plant.
something
Yeah.
and give you purified water.
Mm.
So you shouldn't have a water problem. And you can't compete what's in the sea. You can't use up what's
Man,
in the sea.
but
So,
I've never thought of it,
mhm.
because they would be the ones who outfitted the desalination technology in the
Yeah. Mhm.
so for them it should be a
You
problem.
have everything you need.
Man,
Yeah.
mercy.
So sad it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, these things are what will allow for a slavery
Mm-hmm.
kind of situation to
System,
exist.
yeah.
One of the persons I like, for some time now, maybe a year or more,
Mm-hmm.
is Catherine Fitz, and I
Mm-hmm.
notice you and Nebert always
Yes, yes.
go to that place, because she has some information. I think it is the information she has. It
Mm-hmm.
is pertinent to
Yes.
our situation today. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna share something though
Mm-hmm.
that makes her. I don't know if she's a Christian, but when I hear this one, I have to think twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, Dr. is saying that where he is in the US,
Hmm.
very low
Very
rain,
serene.
yeah, hot and dry. By design,
Hmm.
by design.
And then I thought with the cold that we experienced
Mm-hmm. Oh,
earlier this
you
year,
mean those cold fronts?
I thought that meant water,
Water?
snow, whatever it
No,
is.
man, no, no, no.
So
It
manufacture
was a
again.
dry. It was a dry cold front.
Dry ice.
Dry ice, yeah.
All right, listen to Catherine.
We'll talk a little bit more about how this technology is advancing. We know of digital IDs, we know of Cs, and there's so much even with AI. How do we as just people of faith start to navigate what is coming? And could you just paint a picture of what this digital control grid might look like?
Right. So if you're a Christian, you know what the mark of the beast is. And in fact, what we're talking about is building different building blocks to build into the mark of the beast. And if you look at what's happening with digital technology, none of this can happen without 100% digitized financial system. So the two chief components are a digital ID and programmable money. And once you get rid of cash and analog systems, if you look at how the financial system is being sort of organized and fused, we have all these different pieces. And if you talk to most people, they find each piece convenient. The problem is when you get to 100% digital money and you kill cash and you kill any analog system like checks, what happens is the system fuses, bang, and you get, next slide, the digital concentration camp. So the example I used earlier this afternoon is, imagine getting a call in 2028 and someone says, a representative from the government, either you transgender your children or we're going to turn off your money. Unless you take this pharmaceutical or you give it to your children, we're going to turn off your money. We have another pandemic. They say, you're locked down, your money won't work if you leave your home. We've decided you shouldn't buy real meat, you shouldn't eat real meat, we're going to have you buy lab-grown meat. Your money will only work to buy lab-grown meat. So we're talking about a world that if you've grown up with the blessings of liberty that we've all enjoyed, you can't imagine. You can't imagine that anyone would do this. However, as a Christian, you can imagine who might do this.
Well, that's what I love about your perspective. You understand.
So she went further than I, thought she would have gone. A person may know this much information, but that much I know more. But she went deeper. I remember her even saying that you would be told that the only food available would be bugs and all those kind of things. Yeah, you're afraid that
crickets.
No, you're eating that because you're obedient. Yeah. Are the obedient get that to know?
We'll get a cricket and the meal. Yeah, because your money works. So you can't go buy it. Yeah. The resistors won't have any money to go buy it. Yeah.
It's a serious kind of situation. This whole digital thing. And I didn't realize that this and she said it in that order.
With the B system,
yeah.
The topic for tonight. The slavery.
I never see.
But she didn't say slavery, it says concentration camp, which is even, well, it says more dangerous than slavery because concentration camp, you have to think about Auschwitz, you have to think about what took place in Germany with the Nazis and
mess up your mind. And
yeah, because a concentration camp, death is right here at the door. You can be thrown into a gas chamber or something like that. So it's not just slavery. Slavery, it has economic benefit.
Yeah.
Where you produce, you would contribute to the production on the plantation, and for that your life is spared for a while once you remain obedient. But in a concentration camp, what sort of economic contribution you're going to make? You're just there to be extinguished.
Yeah.
So
because that you can be reformed.
No.
That's not the purpose of it,
And then when you talk about reform, we have the experience with China and the Uyghurs and the re-education camps. We're at the end now, and therefore there's no. I don't think they have any tolerance for people who are not going to be obedient to the system.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to want to try to re-educate anyone. They don't have the time, plus maybe the resources. So, once you're not going along. But notice, Rohan.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy verse chapter 28 and verse 37 says, and thou shalt become an astonishment a proverbs and a byword.
Yeah.
You notice that the persons who are explaining and who are seeing the digital system for what it is,
Yeah.
the form of control that they are putting in place, are not the mainstream religious Christian religious group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the people who claim to be followers of Christ, they
Like
say that
Lyra said.
they say that this system has nothing to do with the mark of the beast system. But notice Catherine says this is the mark of the beast system right up front. Because how else you going to explain it? Which other system is going to come in place
Yeah.
between now and the coming of Jesus?
And what would the purpose of this system be? If this is not it,
Yeah.
what's the sense in putting this together?
Putting all of this, a
Kind of
global
control
system.
mechanism.
Yeah.
If you plan to put a control mechanism in place, why put this control mechanism in place?
Right. Yes. I think Dr. L says that the food crops, we're gonna have challenges because of the drought.
It's
Manufactured
horizon.
drought. Yeah.
It's on the horizon. Well, we started experiencing it right now here in Jamaica. As you said, it can only get worse.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I don't know how to get out of a system like that.
Well, the Bible gives us the answer, I love the Bible. It gives us the answer. It not only gives us the the situations that will face us, but it gives us the answer. The Bible says in the book of Chronicles, Second Chronicles, that if my people who are called by my name should humble themselves, pray, turn from their wickedness, then the Creator God is going to hear from him. He's going to heal the land.
Yeah.
The land need healing. But and I noticed that the Bible says, if my people, so it's not just talking about everybody. And notice in Deuteronomy 28, Moses was addressing the people of God that was going across to the promised land. So this address is to God's people, not the world.
Yeah.
Wonder if what I'm saying. So you become a Isin and a byword because of your disobedience, and then the whole world suffer as a consequence of your disobedience. So that's why when the Bible says, Christians, you have a form of godliness and you deny the power. Because look at it, the rest of the world exists because of your obedience.
Yeah.
So when you become disobedient along with the world, then chaos and destruction follow.
For the entire world.
You and the world, yeah.
Nibert said something interesting here. That this thing is a prison for everybody. It's everybody's concentration camp.
Yes.
It says Catherine Fitz describing the B system, stressing the different aspects, ending in a digital prison that punishes those who are left out, while controlling those who choose to be a part of it. You thought that the only ones who would have been punished or controlled are those who resist.
Right.
But you're controlling those who are a part of it. And you wonder, then why did I go through all of that just to be a part of it?
To be a part of the prison system. But I want to suggest, Rohan, that those who resist and are outside of this mark of the beast system, they are not going to experience that concentration camp situation.
Right.
Because there is a promise now, your food and water will be sure.
Yes.
That's what the Bible says. Because you will not be able to buy or sell. And then think about it, because you have to think about what is taking place now. Why is it that at this time you're not able to just plant something and it grows, and produce?
Yeah.
Why is it? Because they would have thought of everything. Because those persons who don't go along with the new system that is now being implemented, you're thinking that, man, I can run to the bush.
Yeah.
And I can survive off what is taking place in the bush. But based on what we are seeing, based on Melissa, based on Beryl, knows that those events, those unnatural events, they came and they targeted the food trees, those fruit trees and food producing trees that were around all this time.
And then even feeding trees.
And
Imagine
even for the
feeding trees
birds,
for the birds.
yeah, everything. So it was a target. So what they are doing is that while they are building the control system,
Mm-hmm.
they are also getting rid of those things that are grown wild in nature,
Yeah.
like your breadfruit, your ackee, whatever else.
So outside of a miracle,
Yeah.
there's no way able to help us.
Yeah, so you have to feed them if you are not going to be a part of the system, so
Yeah.
that the promise of food and water
Mm-hmm.
can be a reality.
Yeah.
One of the things that Niebuhr points out is that the prison system that are the corral,
Yeah.
the concentration camp system,
Mm-hmm.
is not for those who are outside of the system, who will not accept the system.
Yeah.
The concentration camp is for those who will go along to get along. So I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
so the government says, listen, man, you have to take your digital ID, and with the digital ID, your central bank digital currency is going to be connected, and so on.
Yeah.
Your social credit score, and then you have to know, once you accept those, then in order to have access to the resources that are available,
Yes. Yes.
you have to obey every command of the government. So when the government tell you, okay, so all right, so we are having a bad flu season, so everybody need to know, go and get their safe and effective poison.
Yeah.
You cannot say that you're not putting that thing in your body. In order for your digital currency to work, you'll have to go now and give it. And notice what Catherine Phipps says. Catherine Phipps says, and she puts it in the future, say by 2028, everything is in place.
Yeah.
And the government says that your children will have to now become transition. So you started out with a female, a daughter, and they tell you that no, you'll have to allow your child to become transgendered.
Mm-hmm.
So become a male, and vice versa. And then you yourself, demands will be placed on you that is outside. Because remember, the system that they are putting in place now is minds of every single human being on earth. And how do you control those minds? It's not to control the mind for the creator God, it's to control the mind for Satan.
Mm-hmm.
That is why the Bible talks about the mark of the beast. Wonder if you understand. And the system is not going to be fair. The system is not going to be moral. I want you to understand. The system is not going to be fair. So you cannot say that the system is unjust, because you accept an unjust system.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bible says you should not participate in it. So when you participate in that system, it's you can't come and say, boy, the system is unjust. There's no justice.
True.
Because you're accepting a system that is under Satan. Think about what Satan does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how you going to go under Satan's system and expect justice, expect morality, expect love?
And then you start protesting, saying the government should.
Yeah, most people know, they tell you that, oh, these people don't have any love. Oh, they don't love.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to tell you, say, oh, the government is not doing anything to reduce crime. What system did you accept? It's a system that is created by Satan.
It's true.
So
It's
crime and violence is going to be the hallmark of the system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people understand. This is where we're heading with the system that is now being introduced.
Oh, welcome, Carol Jackson. Good to have you on.
Yes,
thanks for joining the program.
Welcome.
At such a time as
this.
So we are there. We are there. Oops. We are.
It's a short oops.
Let me hope so.
Let move. We're not disconnected from social media.
Producer
Yes.
You can send a message to see if I
Yeah.
still on. I don't
Yes.
know. Or tell us where we are exactly, the status.
Mhm.
Yes, Anthony. So we're zooming in on digital prison,
Mhm.
this whole mark of the beast system. I saw a news article the other day, and somehow it drew my interest, and I said, "Boy, I need to share it."
Mhm.
It's something I'll be reading, so just bear with me. But I know because it's interesting to me,
Mhm.
and I think it may be very interesting to those who are listening.
Mhm.
Um, this one is from the National Catholic Register.
Mhm.
It says Pope Leo the 14th visit to an African church linked to slavery. So Pope Leo's 14th visit to an African church linked to slavery reflects on his own complex heritage. What they're saying is that somehow this man is Angolan.
Who is
So
Angolan? Who?
him have Angolan traits name.
Who?
Pope Leo the 14th. But we could debate that, what
Oh,
they are saying.
well, thank you, neighbor. Thank you for seeing and hearing.
Yes.
Well, so you're saying because I know the Pope. There was a controversy between himself and Donald Trump,
Yes.
and while he was on the plane, they said that he was en route to Africa.
Mhm.
I don't think most of us pay keen attention to the Africa situation.
Yeah.
Now we know Jamaica is the lab, but Africa is the bigger lab.
So
Africa,
true.
Africa. When you think about Africa, you have to think about the genesis of modern slavery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you think about the colonization of the world, modern colonization of the world, when Europe colonized the world based on the authorization of the Roman Catholic, the papacy.
Yes.
And for the Pope Leo the 14th now to be visiting Africa, when we have the system, the global new world order system, a new system
Yes.
being implemented that is going to cause slavery 2.0,
2.0. Yes.
and they're going to Africa.
To ground, you would call this one ground zero.
Ground zero.
That's where he's headed.
Man,
Ground zero.
yeah.
Is this coincidence?
That's the question.
You just touch somewhere on the map and you say, I'm going there.
And then you said the title of the article.
Yeah, it says Pope Leo the 14th visit to an African church linked to slavery reflects on his own complex heritage.
Mercy.
Yeah, this is too much, trust me.
Yeah.
It says the Church of Our Lady of Mugzima,
Mhm.
right, was built by Portuguese colonizers in Angola at the end of the 16th century.
So they use colonizers in it. All right, read the thing.
You
Me not interrupt.
you know,
Sorry.
understand it's something. It's deep. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
The Church of Our Lady of Mugzima was
Mhm.
built by Portuguese colonizers in Angola at the end of the 16th century as part of a fortress complex and became a hub in the slave trade. It remains a reminder of the inextricable link hundreds of years ago between Catholicism and the exploitation of the African continent. This is coming from National Catholic Register.
When they write that something.
This one was written April 19. This was put out to the world April 19,
When? Which year?
2026. That's
Ah,
2 days
man.
ago.
Yeah, you can't write that.
So,
on this program, on the Blessed Hope program, we have often linked the Roman Catholic system to
yes,
the genesis of modern slavery.
yes,
And now we're having slavery 2.0, which is going to involve the entire world. And there are now, the Pope is sending a signal picture
okay,
to the globe.
yes,
And he is now going and notice. I want you to notice something peculiar. He was on his way to Africa.
Yeah.
Because what is taking place in 2026
Mhm.
is that the digital system has to be rolled out
Yes.
based on the war that is taking place now.
Mhm.
So you're causing all of these shortages, you're causing the famine. So in essence, you have created the crisis.
Yeah.
And out of this crisis, every person on earth is supposed to accept the digital system.
Mhm.
What he did was to have a feud with the image of the beast, the lamb-like horns.
Yes.
The United States of America.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. And then you are showing them now that listen, my system is taking over fully. So I'm going back to roots.
Mhm. Mhm.
Slavery.
Yeah.
I'm going back to roots. So I mean, man, mercy.
But while you're saying that,
Yeah.
him going back to roots,
Mm-hmm.
Angola is the fastest developing or fastest digitally transforming country in Africa.
Angola.
Angola is at the forefront when it comes down to
Wow.
digital transformation in Africa. That's your ground zero, and you're going back to ground zero.
And go back
Yeah.
to the church.
Yeah.
It's a Roman Catholic church, you know,
Yes.
Lady of or Lady of
Mm-hmm.
and them
Lady
tell
of
us
Mozima.
it was a hub.
Mhm.
The Catholic Church was a hub. No man, I know. Them should say transshipment port.
They are going to tell you that. No,
Transshipment
fear
port.
not. Fear
Yeah,
not.
all right,
Fear not.
sorry.
The
Go
article
ahead.
is there. You know
Yeah.
where yourself.
Go ahead, sorry.
Pope Leo the 14th planned visit to the
Mhm.
church in the town of Mugzima on April 19
Mm-hmm.
as part of his African tour. It's in recognition of becoming a popular Catholic shrine after believers reported an appearance by the Virgin Mary around 1833. So them get visit. But before that, the White Wall Church on the edge of the Kwanzaa River, maybe you know Kwanzaa River, was a point where enslaved Africans were gathered to be baptized by Portuguese priests
Mm-hmm.
before being forced to walk the last 90 miles to Angola's main port of Luanda to be put on ships to the Americas. So you just say it and then me read it.
90
Mm.
miles. 90
90
miles.
miles walk
Hold on,
after
hold
being
on, hold on,
baptized.
hold on. 90 miles, I know. Chicken, you know, 90
No, I'm
miles.
chicken.
With the 90 miles from Cuba, not sure.
Yes.
So you can actually walk to Cuba. All right, so
Okay.
one of the things is that the slaves had to be baptized.
Yes.
Think about it now, man.
Mm. I know,
So
but
we-
Jordan River you have to be sanctified.
So So those of us who came,
Mhm.
sorry, those of our ancestors
Yeah.
who came and were what you call it now,
Mhm.
transformed into this Christian thing,
Yeah.
this Roman Catholic form of Christianity.
Mhm.
Notice they were baptized,
Yeah.
so the Roman Catholics had the moral control of these people.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
Terranalis? Terranalis says that if you're not Catholic, then you're not Christian.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so the entire Western world that these people came to. You
Yeah,
see it?
But the evil what me see
Yeah.
is that these persons were rebelling because they refused to accept,
Yeah.
anything outside of Bible,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
So you are punishing these people by enslaving them, but you baptize them.
Yeah, so
before.
baptism.
Serious punishment.
So the baptism. That's what, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The baptism was actually a punishment.
Mhm.
So you becoming a Roman Catholic, it was actually part of the punishment.
Yeah.
So I don't think no black people are Roman Catholic.
So after you punish.
No. Well, I don't think.
Roman
No.
Catholic.
Think about this, huh?
Mhm.
I don't think you have any black persons today
Mhm.
who actually choose
Yeah.
to become a Roman Catholic because it was a form of punishment for the slave.
Yeah.
Can you imagine I knowing about Christianity? I remember the Israelites, they were the ones who they were dispersed into Africa and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew about the commandment, they knew about the Creator God and so on. And then you tie me up and take me out of my natural habitat and you're going to make me walk 90 miles
After you're
and go put me
baptized.
on a ship. And then you include baptism in that.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I see your God? Think about it. All right. So the next thing that is now fashionable
Mm-hmm.
that the enslavers used as punishment, they use sodomy.
I was about to mention that.
All right. So mention.
No man, you have it deeper than me.
Yeah, because what they did was
It reminded me of that.
yeah
The baptism reminded me of that.
baptism. Because you have to look at it now, you know. All right. So so the slaves, those slaves, and I think it was used in Jamaica more than anywhere else because the Jamaican slaves were really, they didn't accept this thing as part of them.
Yeah.
So they were always rebel. Well, I don't want to say them rebellious because you can't rebel. You can't under tyranny. You can't under tyranny and want free because you're human beings. And every human being was given the inalienable right of freedom. And that's why it pained me hard to see the thing with that at Portmore Market on the thing there. Where it's a tacky rebellion. I mean, after so long, we still see it as a rebellion, and the man had the inalienable right to be free, to decide your own destiny. What if something? But anyway, back to the argument.
And it chose freedom.
Back to the argument. So the slave masters, when they had any of the slaves that were, trying to get their freedom, trying to unite their fellow slaves in, going against their masters. What the masters would do is to take those slaves in front of the rest of slaves and sodomize them. Homosexuality.
Yeah.
But no, people choose it. It was a form of punishment, and it was not just regular punishment. Regular punishment was whipping and whatever else. But this was a means. This was a means of breaking the slaves. So just like the baptism into the Catholic system was a means of punishment, and now people choose to be baptized into Catholicism. Think about it, man. Your four parents come back and see you do that and say, man, I didn't teach you nothing. And then no, because the New World Order agenda, the agenda of the New World Order, remember we said that Satan is in control. The Bible tells us, it's not conjecture. The Bible tells us in Revelation 13 that the dragon, which is Satan, give the Roman Catholic system power and greater authority. And then the image, which is Revelation 13:11 down, the lamb like beast, also received that power, seat, and authority from the same satanic agencies. It means that if you are part of this system, if you are accepting the doctrines and dogma of this system, then you're actually in a system that is governed by Satan. Now, when you accept, that's why sodomy, the Bible talks about it, it's an abomination. Why? Because it is part of the satanic system. And then now the baptism into Roman Catholicism, it was a punishment to slavery. So to slaves.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that they were even baptized.
Yeah. It's a
So,
the man is the disclosure pope. Remember they told us that.
but this just in your face. So
Yeah,
it's a more than disclosure, just in
yeah,
front of you.
yeah.
You know, Niebuhr is saying baptizing the captured Africans seem to be forcing them to accept slavery as coming from the Creator God.
Mhm.
I think that's what you wanted to tell them, as in they wanted to tell the
Well, it was a form of
Mhm.
re-indoctrination
That is it.
or
That is
yeah,
it. That is it.
brainwashing. We could call it.
Force.
Yeah, yeah.
Force brainwashing.
And that's why we inherit a term that came from our foreparents. You can talk about Master God. Master God. So it was a brainwashing. So they didn't accept it. So them said that God they are Master God and
Yeah.
a way. So but then we come now and come, hug up Master.
Yeah, we use it. Well,
And come hug up Master.
we start term God as Master God. We
Yeah.
accept that one,
Master
and
God.
then everybody who is Master,
But
we love them.
yeah, but the problem is that
Mhm.
why is it that we can't learn? I mean, we come and we see the church system based on
Yeah.
Christianity is really the true religion based if it's biblical, if it's based on the Bible, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If the Bible is being used. So for example, if you're obedient to the commandments and you follow the tenets, the laws and the testimonies and so on of the Bible, it is the true religion.
Yes.
There is no other religion that speaks about the Antichrist system.
True.
Which one? There's none. No
True.
other religion that speaks about the Antichrist system. Except Christianity. So it is the true religion. No, what we have seen is that those persons who wanted to control the mass of the people,
Yeah.
they use Christianity as the means of control. It is just because they know that the common the Bible and understand it for and follow the Bible. What they do now is that they give, just like in the days of Jesus, they give the clergy, they give them the will out their morality, their salvation to some leadership.
Niebuhr, are we still there? There's another oops.
Yeah.
All right, but I wanted. Sorry, I didn't read this before we commented.
We're going to all of that.
This paragraph here that
Sorry,
says,
man.
I saw it afterwards. Though. This paragraph says that the Portuguese colonizers were emboldened by the 15th century directives from the Vatican that authorized them to enslave Christians. I should have read that before we commented.
They were authorized. And it was not the Portuguese. Now, think about the Portuguese. Portuguese,
Portugal and Spain.
Portugal, Spain.
Yeah.
But the other country that speaks Portuguese is Brazil. I think Brazil.
We're still good.
Brazil
speaks
Portuguese.
Yes.
Portuguese. So it means that the slaves they would have enslaved some people, but them people they were the colonizers of Brazil. So?
Yeah.
The head of the Seventh-day Adventist Church at Brazil didn't come from, but theme name a German.
What
German name?
So
no, but me look on slavery 2.0, brother, and the colonizers. I mean, the head of the organization.
and then the Pope now is such an American and Africa. Him say my Angolan.
Oh man,
they say Angolan blood in him.
So yeah, because all right, so you want no. The conclave that took place in 2025.
Yeah, May 7th, 8th.
Right. Is a situation where you want to. It's the final uniting of the world.
Yes.
So remember, this is the period where the global new order is coming into being. If you look at the black and white squares,
yeah,
light and darkness, And even within the Catholic system, you have the black and white. So you have the white Pope, which is the visible Pope, which
Yeah.
is Pope Leo the 14th. But then you also have the black Pope, which is the Jesuit general.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the black and white square. So in order to unite the globe, you have to have this Pope, representative of that
So
is both black and white,
the black race and
the white race. Yeah, man. So you have to unite.
imagine how long the devil planned this.
No mercy. What Alice Bailey say? Alice Bailey say every century,
Mm-hmm.
and the final century culminate 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the plans, and I remember what she said, the final century between 1925 and
Yeah.
2025
Mm-hmm.
would be the period of the forerunner. When we think about the forerunner, we're thinking about John the Baptist, the forerunner of Jesus.
Yeah.
So John the Baptist was there before, and he was making the way clear for Jesus to come.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a forerunner situation for Satan to be externalized in 2025,
Yeah.
this is why now you see the death and destruction that is being caused since 2025, that
Yeah.
conclave,
Yeah.
and see the man gone now right in a slavery.
So so why we refer to it as slavery 2.0?
Yes.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Angola, this heading says Angola was at the center of the slave trade.
Mm-hmm.
Center.
Mm-hmm.
World Trade Center.
And
center.
the Roman Catholic Church
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that baptized all of the slaves were passed through.
Center.
So,
Oh,
and I write the same go.
No, we call it ground zero.
Ground zero.
Ultimately, more than 5 million people left from Angola on the transatlantic slave route.
How much?
More than 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
More than any other country, and nearly half of the roughly 12.5 million African slaves sent across the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So more from Angola than anywhere else,
Mm.
right? This is Catholic history, you can't wrong.
Mm.
Can you tell me say them
When
have everything?
When you say April,
This is 2
which
days
month
ago.
we in it?
We're in April.
So them just write that.
This is the 19th of April. Today is the 21st.
All right. We can't. I don't know if we do it on this program.
Yeah.
I want to give some homework.
Mm-hmm.
We need to give homework. All of the people say I'm a Christian, you see?
What compensa?
Yeah, man. No, man. You just did. This is for your own soul salvation.
Yes.
All the persons listening on the radio, tuning in on the social media.
Yeah.
We're not no oops, so they must see we on
says we're good.
Yeah. For YouTube. When you go to church this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when you go to church this weekend, listen to what the pastor and the master told. The pastor and the overseer, the bishop and the apostle,
missionary,
and the mission. And see if them all telling us Pope Leo the 14th gone back to Angola, slavery 2.0, because basically because he visited ground zero in Angola, all of the persons who are attached to his secret societies are now activated. So what you're going to see in Jamaica now is there's going to be an earnest effort or rollout of the digital system.
Yes.
So every person who is in charge of the digital system globally will know that it is now time to move speedily. I think speedily is very slow. To move with them have to go move fast, very fast, in implementing this digital control grid. Because now this is a signal. It's a signal picture. It is what now? What them saying a plain sight. They're hiding the information in plain sight.
But without the hiding are going anymore. You know.
It is.
It's,
It is. Yeah.
they're just telling you the thing.
Yeah.
Because this is information is coming from them.
So when you go to church, listen if the more say anything about this, or the more tell on us say, the more go no. If you no go to church this, we can say it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to church this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yes.
and your pastor, overseer, bishop, or apostle, or whoever gives you guys any motivational speech,
Mm-hmm.
if they entertain you, like you sit down there and you laugh,
Yeah.
based on the discourse that they are giving you,
Mm-hmm.
or they are up there balling out and throat roll and a jump up and down, and them not tell you this, they don't give you this particular information.
Yes.
It is time. It is time to secure your freedom. It is time to secure your freedom. All right, so
So you're
continue.
saying it's a symbol.
It
A signal.
is.
You said
It's
it's
a
a
signal.
signal. You say.
Yes.
So they're saying it's highly symbolic.
Oh,
Right.
the article.
This article.
No, you read it, man, so the people can hear.
But some African Catholics are saying because all right, by saying if it is unclear, it's unclear if Leo will be addressing slavery on his African trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Biden visited Angola and Pope John II visited Angola, that kind of something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But they're saying, but some African Catholics are highly symbolic. Some African Catholics see a highly symbolic moment when the head of the Catholic Church, who is himself an American, recites the rosary on the riverside esplanade. So, yeah, next to the fortress and the centuries-old chapel in Moxima, as Leo plans to do. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said the fortress is like, yeah, it is ground zero because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of trading used to take place right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They speak to him being of Creole heritage. Cool. Come from
Yes.
Louisiana.
Yes.
And he said most of the Angolan people, the
Went to
slaves, went to Louisiana.
Louisiana.
That kind of something. Him having black and white
Mm-hmm.
ancestors and all that kind of something.
Black and white schools,
Yeah.
worshiping light and darkness. There's something about that. You see, there's
Mhm.
something about that I find peculiar. Early you said that the Virgin Mary had an apparition
Yeah. 1833.
at that church, that
Yeah.
particular place. Was it that she was one in the Catholics that what they were doing was
Was good or bad?
was atrocious, it was abominable, or was it that the apparition was to endorse?
Was to confirm, yeah, endorse.
And then now,
Yeah.
if Mary is the mediatrix,
Mhm.
meaning that she took over the role of Jesus,
Mhm.
what kind of heaven are we looking forward to? Because if these atrocities
Mhm.
were taking place, and she endorsed it by appearing
Mhm.
at that site, particular place, then whatever, seeing that the system is the global moral leadership of the world,
Yeah. Yeah.
and seeing that all of our denominational leaders have given credence to the Roman Catholic system as the moral leader of the world.
Mhm.
What kind of heaven all of us I look forward to?
Because these people don't speak as though they're dealing with any heaven. This Mary person,
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking forward to the universal Christ,
Mm-hmm.
when he come, no peace on earth, will he go back and then take you back
Well,
up there sometime after?
Well, most people, or the common Christians, sorry, the common Catholics, they might not understand. We're going to address it, Debert. They might not understand. But the Roman Catholics' idea of heaven
Yeah.
is if you have food, clothing, and shelter,
Yeah.
you're actually in heaven. So it's not an idea that you're going to go up. You know, the Bible tells us in
Okay.
Second Thessalonians that
Can
you
me
know,
not see no up in
no, there's no up.
Mm-mm.
Once you have food, clothing, and shelter, they say that you're in heaven.
Yeah.
And that is Maslow's theory of or hierarchy of needs. That's what.
Mm-hmm.
So the philosopher is able to explain heaven much easier or simpler than a system of a religious system. But they sit in the seat of God,
Mm-hmm.
you know, pretending to be.
One thing I found strange, I didn't know this though.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know this that it's something that Pope Leo said
Mm-hmm.
last year. It says Leo said at the start of his trip that he had decided in May 2025. Remember May 2025?
Yeah, man. May 7th and 8th,
Yes.
2025, the conclave.
Soon after his election, that Africa would be his first trip as Pope.
Mm.
So you out of the block, straight Africa.
It kind of remind me, I think, you know, you remember when the pandemic came and they were putting together that cocktail of safe and effective poison. There was an interview between the top people, Bill and the Melinda thing.
Yeah.
And they were saying that, man, the first set of people who will get this safe and effective poison down in Africa there.
Africa.
I mean, I said, so all of a sudden, everybody does love Africa, so how poor people got Africa. Everybody does love Africa, so you see, what we need to understand that the most profitable enterprise ever exists in the world is slavery. The most profitable. Think about the United States, the second beast of Revelation 13. That country was built by slaves. And look at it now. It is the global superpower. There is no other country on earth can claim superpower status like the United States. Because there is no other country on earth that could have gone and disrupt the entire world. Like what is happening now. There's which other country? You think Russia couldn't come and start going at every country and disrupt it? And nobody else, You think China could have done it? There's no other country on earth. And that country was built by slaves. So you have to go back to your roots. You have to go back to your roots. Now, Niebert is saying that visiting those countries is similar to visiting Jamaica. I mean, we have it, Niebert. We have it.
It's coming from far.
We are coming forward. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming from up here. It says,
Okay.
when I heard of the Pope's visit to Africa, I thought of black and white squares. Notice the countries he's visiting and have visited were those high in participating, those who were participating in slavery. Visiting those countries is similar to visiting Jamaica. And he was saying that the Pope's mother is mulatto, suggesting her Africanness or his Africanness. Okay. But they say Angola.
But the Blessed Hope Review, we did a program in May 2025, we spoke about, we highlighted the fact that the Pope is black and white square.
Yeah.
But I think what Niebert has said, the Pope visiting those countries, I don't think he wants to say it's like the people who might visit from UNESCO. Jamaica from UNESCO. And I visit Jamaica from UNDP.
And that's But thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. And as I was saying, Angola in Africa is the fastest digitally transforming or transformed nation. I heard the technology minister the other day talking on behalf of Angola, and he was saying, boy, we are pushing this thing. We're at the forefront, and we want to get this thing done, before everybody else in Africa. And it's a small country compared to many of the other nations. I think they're about 37 million. which is small compared to most of them over there in Africa.
When you think about Nigeria,
Yeah,
massive.
200 if not the same size as America. 300.
Mm-hmm.
So he was saying, "Boy, we're pushing this thing, pushing this thing fast."
Mm-hmm.
Has been interviewed and I have it.
Oh,
I expected us to say.
yeah.
Yeah. So they are going way ahead.
Yes.
So they're at the forefront when it comes down to Africa, and then they get a visit from Pope Leo, the 14th. We are seeing here in Jamaica that we are getting visits also. We are not to be left behind.
Mm-hmm.
But interesting are the things that they said.
Mm-hmm.
Those who came and well, they spoke with us.
I know you're talking. You said the people who came.
The things they said.
The people who came. It's a book
You
too.
remember that?
The people who came. We're
Yeah.
in. I mean, we're in a terrible crisis.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because I don't think the 12 million, the 5.8 million that the records show, because it is way more than that.
Yeah.
I don't think the 5 million from Angola that were accounted for
Yeah.
actually understood, when slavery began,
Mm-hmm.
that it was so serious and it would have affected so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were prepared for it, and I don't think they were warned by their leaders. So the village leadership and so on, the tribal leaders and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't think, because there must have been collusion between the tribal leaders, between the kings and so on, and these priests. I tell you, when you
Seriously.
when you rely on people,
Sell out your people,
humanity,
Mhm.
when you rely on humanity for um your moral um compass, and the these people were manipulated in thinking that the leaders, the tribal leaders, the kings and so on, looking out for their that these leaders were
Still there. Nero?
this
I
is
hope so because what I said just now is catastrophic. I hope
that
we're still there.
massive thing that
Yeah.
gone. Yeah. Teddy.
Yeah, where were we?
Yeah.
That one hit us for 6.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the
Mhm.
leadership, the leadership, we cannot. Why, I don't know how to put it. We cannot put our trust in human leaders.
Yes.
Because remember, the head of this system is Satan himself.
Mm-hmm.
The temptation is there that he's going to promise people the world.
Yes.
He promised Jesus, the kingdoms of the world. All of this, all you have to do is bow down and worship.
Jesus.
No, yeah, that's Jesus. Now think about these you were born into certain things, especially we out of a slave situation, and so now you're able to have amass wealth and all of these privileges and so on.
Yeah.
It is not difficult for you to sell out those who are under you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is happening globally. Think about Africa and what they went through, and then they are still selling out because all the African countries are now part of the digital system. I mean, Kenya was the one in 2019 that get all the countries together.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
me and Ruto,
No, Rotumbo. When I remember his name.
whatever the president
I
name.
don't think he's in power. No, he's not in power right now. But
The Kenyan
I didn't think
president.
of him.
Oh,
Could be wrong, but I think I
But
know.
remember the lady from the government?
Yeah.
She said that he was the one who bring all the nations together,
Mm-hmm.
and they signed off and agree on the digital system.
Yeah.
And then think about all the nations that actually signed off on that system, including Jamaica. And
Mhm,
Jamaica now decide that this we want to be the lab. Yeah.
I know. As a Angola, talking about this digital society
Yes. Oh.
from what, 8 years ago.
Oh.
Oh. All right. So the UNDP man came to Jamaica and he
Mhm.
speak to Jamaica as being the lab.
Yes.
You know. Um.
Really an honor to be welcomed here. It is my personal first visit to UNDP as an organization. We've been here for 50 years, so we have a very long-standing relationship. I would say that the development of Jamaica is an incredible success story. Thanks to you, thanks to the population of Jamaica, thanks to the political leadership, thanks to the private sector, and we are proud to have been a small part of the story. We are a development organization, which means that our goal is eradicating poverty, protecting people, protecting our planet. We have been working on all those dimensions here, and we obviously.
Yeah. We're going to play him because I'm interested. Notice the long list of thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for developing Jamaica. And so you're not because you say, yeah,
Feel
somebody acknowledge that Jamaica developed
Mm-hmm.
based on our talent. But him say we were there. We were a small part.
Mm-hmm.
We were behind the scenes. Only the Jesuits were behind the scenes. We were behind the scenes, and we are involved in development.
And if you are funders, how small a part?
Then me I say,
If
oh,
you
you mean
provide
you're
the
a small
funding.
part, but then you tell me thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for developing Jamaica into the place that we can now use as the lab
Yeah. Yeah.
for introducing the mark of the beast system. Can you imagine? And people did their smile and a clap. I mean, I don't want to be sound as if
Yeah.
where you call it that people. The man put we don't say black and white, not true. Somebody come and tell you he say. Can you imagine the slave masters come back and I tell you thanks?
And we cheer.
And we cheer.
Mm-hmm.
We are so happy to have what they call it when you love your captors. What they call it again?
Oh, a syndrome, no?
Yeah, them say your neighbor know it, man. Them say the persons were boy, the people who might destroy you and you come back and you say, oh, I love them so much and I'm not leaving them.
Let them hope he sends it.
Yeah,
What's
man,
a
neighbor,
syndrome?
if it's the funny. And that happened to Jamaica, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to Jamaica. You had, and then the whole of them people who sit down around the table in front of them, they're bright because them have them masters and doctor. No doctor, them have be a doctor, they're not sure. Doctor this, doctor that. So you would have done something in a history, no, so.
Yeah.
And about. Thank you. Thank you.
Unless you don't have a choice, it's Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, dear. Stockholm syndrome. Be a Stockholm people up. And I know Stockholm in a Europe.
And it's nice to know, well, the fact that they are parts and parts of the whole thing, the whole system, playing their role effectively.
Of Jamaica, thanks to the political leadership, thanks to the private sector, and we are proud to have been a small part of the story. We are a development organization, which means that our goal is
everybody's alone.
Protecting people, protecting our planet. We have been working on all those dimensions here, and we obviously feel blessed that you keep working with us on other domains than what we started working 50 years ago. Now, what you work on, obviously, is on resilience after Hurricane Melissa, but especially on institutionalizing resilience. As your Chief Justice said this morning, we are physically not going to move the island. You are here in a place with many opportunities, but also with some challenges and with some risks. So, how to prepare and how to deal with weather phenomena which are not getting easier due to climate change is one big domain in which we work with you. Another one is digitizing your society. This is something which is really high on your agenda and on the agenda of your government. And I think what has happened here is actually quite a success story. But I understand that you want to push further. To me, this is part of what public authority needs to do throughout the world, is delivering for the people. Population have high expectations on what the government or the public service needs to do. The bar is always being put higher, and that's totally legitimate. And so doing that type of work with you here, for us, is a bit a lab.
Hold on. We know you want to get the lab in there. Doing this type of work for us.
Yes.
Well, so him said, thank you for having Jamaica being developed in such a manner.
So in speakers do a Jamaica on its own and do its thing.
I do the thing.
Yes.
But we are just a small part of it.
So they ask for help and they give us all the money.
Yeah. And then him said, thank you for also establishing the fact about resilience after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll work with you with that too.
Yes.
So a full work.
And then thank you for the digital.
And then thank you for the digital.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy.
Every country needs to do that. Yeah.
Like what you do.
That's what
you did well.
Needs to do. Yes.
But I on your agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So mercy. So I know Jamaica agenda, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who set the agenda? Because you pays the piper.
Eh? Say us.
Yeah, because you pays the piper.
Mm-hmm.
Decide the tune. So he might tell you, say, I on your agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And we think, say, oh, a Jamaica have the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put priority to digital system.
Yeah.
But I mean, I pay you, so you better make sure, say, the I on your agenda. Can you imagine? Imagine?
That's really their agenda. And we're doing an excellent job on their behalf. Yeah.
Because I him a score, no so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Play Mama could hear the lab part.
I think what has happened here is actually quite a success story. But I understand that you want to push further. To me, this is part of what public authority needs to do throughout the world, is delivering for the people. Population have high expectations on what the government or the public service needs to do. The bar is always being put higher. That's totally legitimate. And so doing that type of work with you here, for us, is a bit the lab. It's the lab doing it here, and then we see how we can apply it in other countries. So that kind of experience and knowledge building that we do here, we hope it's to the benefit of the Jamaicans, but it's actually much broader. As your minister said, and she quoted you at some point, that Jamaica is a net contributor to the world. Net exporter of talent.
Yeah, so you're doing it not just for you. You're doing it on our behalf, you know?
Yeah.
For the benefit of the world.
We're not careless or I'm going to
I started it, you know, it wasn't really true. You're doing it for us, you're not doing it on your own. That's something that it wasn't your thought, you know.
But to show the Stockholm syndrome, earlier we looked at the fact that the Roman Catholic system, you know, designed and authorized modern slavery.
Yes.
But in doing so, they ensured that every single slave was baptized into the Roman Catholic system.
Like here, trust me.
Man. And then we looked at the discipline, how they break or discipline the slaves.
Yeah.
And then we were saying that if being baptized in Roman Catholicism is a form of punishment, how is it that who has the freedom of can actually become a part of that system, seeing where your ancestry lies?
Yeah. You design and implement.
Think about what the man just said.
Mm-hmm.
The man from UNDP said Jamaica the lab. And then him said Jamaica is a net exporter of talents.
Yeah.
But then
No
the
worry.
persons who sat there, and I think the person who corrected them was Dana Dixon. Doctor. She a doctor,
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah, doctor, you know.
No doctor.
Yeah.
She a doctor.
Yeah, man.
So she would have gone through,
She studied all that.
yeah. And some history must be there somewhere, don't it?
Yes.
And then you're so
Or even the
happy.
thesis.
Yeah,
Whatever
well,
it
I
is.
know, man. You're so happy to make this man happy.
Mhm.
You're so happy to make this man happy that Jamaica being the lab would have exported
Mhm.
the atrocities. Because think about the systems that are being developed, man, and we are exporting it to other countries, man.
Yeah.
Do we think that the systems that we are exporting is good? It can't good because we are exporting how to manipulate people
Yeah. Mhm.
into accepting the mark of the beast system. How can that be good?
And leading
You talk
them
about
along a path.
Stockholm
Yeah.
syndrome, brother. Our best and brightest in the limelight exhibiting Stockholm syndrome. Mercy.
But you know, they couldn't do it. They didn't accomplish it with the slaves, you know. And that's why the slaves had to go through so many different things, you know, farm that torture and stuff. Because they kept rebelling or resisting
Of course.
all along the path.
Right.
Now today you're saying what we have here, one of the brightest set of people.
Ever live the
Right.
brightest what they call it generation
Mhm.
ever exists.
Yes. But then you can lead us any direction you want to lead us. It just easy.
Because we just
So-
brainwashed fully brainwashed
Mm.
fully. Because all right, and then to think it's not just at the top. Think
Mhm.
about the market out of Port Moran, man, and them tell us
Yeah.
Taki
Yeah.
rebellion, man.
Mhm.
Taki rebellion.
Taki was a bad person because he
Yeah,
rebelled.
man, and anyone I want to try to do it, end up like Taki.
Mhm.
But then we celebrate Taki Day in a St. Mary, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, we have a big thing about Taki.
Our demand
But it's just a reminder.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just a reminder that listen, anyone who ever go rebel like Taki,
Same thing.
I rebel when I rebel. Yeah. You can't tell me say one of those bright
use the
minds.
guns and hurt
One of
you.
those bright minds couldn't tell themselves, no, can't put rebellion on that, brother. Taki freedom
So until
Taki.
forever,
Yeah.
Taki will be seen
as a rebellious
as a
person.
rebellious
And
person.
any black somebody ever thinks that we don't have to go along with the government system. And that is why during the COVID pandemic,
Yeah.
you remember the security guard them?
Yes.
You couldn't pass
Yes.
them with a brother. The man like rise up like
Yeah, man, and then
eh?
when you were in the lines at the
Yeah,
banks or so,
man.
lines on the outside,
Yeah, man.
they used to traverse those lines to ensure
Yeah.
that you have your thing on your face and
Man.
you can't go
The
in there
man
like
then
that.
rise
and
up
so,
like
wow.
and so you understand that it's not difficult for the people at the top to sell out.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then all of us
Yeah,
are
all of us
here
to fall in line.
saying that we belong to a religious system.
Mhm.
And the religious system them sell out quicker than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we're in a sticky situation. We're actually at the end.
Mhm.
So we need to get some courage from our ancestors. They understood what true Christianity was. And they knew, even though they didn't have the type of education that we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't have access to the books. They didn't have access to any example.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? That we have at our fingertip. We have the smartphones and everything else. We have access to the library. I mean, if you go looking on the encyclopedia and them something, if you look on the history.
True.
Right now, look at what we
True.
are reading. The article of the Pope's visit
Angola.
Angola.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the article is there. You can read it for yourself and see if you're part of a system.
Mm-hmm.
Right now in Jamaica, you have the Jamaica Council of Churches, you have the Jamaica Umbrella Group of Churches, you have all of these organizations that includes Roman Catholicism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In St. Mary, you have the Ministerial Fraternal. You have all of them people there. So if your institution is part of those,
Yeah.
you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be saying, man, we not got in church. Yeah, but you're head. You're part of an organization that
then-
involves them.
Man, me not believe in that something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Same thing.
All right. Our Prime Minister was overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I think, was it last week? Anyway, it was very recent, you know, within the past 2 weeks. And he was doing a presentation. And I abstracted this part of his presentation.
By giving some context, 10 years ago, Jamaica was one of the most indebted countries in the world, moving from a national debt to GDP ratio of somewhere in the region of about 140% to today, just before Hurricane Melissa, we were almost cracking the 60% floor. So we've literally cut our debt in half. And for Jamaica, that is a significant achievement. So in a sense, you could say that Jamaica's experience could be considered a laboratory for other countries, small developing countries that struggle with debt management.
Mercy. Mercy.
I just wanted to put that out there.
So it's
Yeah,
not a slip
yeah.
on the lip
It's not a slip.
of the UNDP, man.
So if you didn't understand from UNDP, man, what a lab is,
Yeah.
you know, because lab is abbreviated, you know. So
Alright,
he said
alright.
we are the lab.
Think about what the Prime Minister said. Prime Minister said we were indebted 125, 100 and whatever percent, right?
Yeah, 140 something.
Why
Yeah.
is it that we were indebted? Is it that Jamaica have any type of resource? We have anything, natural resources? We have anything where we export? And how is it?
Not really.
What do you mean not really? We have
not a lot,
bauxite,
not
we
a
have
lot.
we have a whole lot of thing we export, you
Mhm.
know. We have alright, so once upon a time we used to export sugar, bauxite, banana, coconut.
Yeah.
We export limestone, we
Mhm.
export
It was too much. I only
mall, we export all sorts of shit we export. And we export when Dana Dixon said we had net export our talent
to the world.
to the world. How is it that we are indebted 100%?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, so those loans that the IMF and the World Bank that was designed to keep us in slavery. The IMF and the World Bank, they were designed to keep countries like ours,
Repeat it.
keep countries in the third world.
Yeah.
So why is it a hurrah for us to put in austerity measures? You know, when negotiation come for the civil servants and so on, they have austerity measures.
Yeah.
Who do you think advise the negotiators to include austerity measures? You think it's the government, IMF and the World Bank? So the money that is extracted from us, taxes and whatever else, where you think it go? Who benefits? The slave colonizers. So why is it such a good thing for us to be reducing that debt to 60%?
Yes, I should be increasing it as reparation.
Borrow back the whole of the money.
Reparation.
What do you think? Egypt, when the people left Egypt, children of Israel.
Yeah, then clean out the
Then
people.
clean out the people and carry the gold and stuff. Why? if you think about it logically, and that is why he has to use the lab, because we are actually, that is why the UNDP come and say, boy, I'm glad. Thank you this, thank you that, because based on how UNO do, no other countries don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because them must see the thing and know, say, boy, we still under slavery, you know, man. It's just that a different set of face we look at. At the end, we're at the end.
Yeah.
We're at the end, and we see now the icing is being put on the cake. This digital system that is being implemented is to keep us suppressed under slavery 2.0, with Satan now putting his stamp of approval. This system is designed by Satan and is being implemented by satanic agencies.
Yeah. And for that reason, you have for the rolling out, you have the technology ministers throughout the world, you know, being the ones most vocal nowadays, you know, as they seek to put this thing together. Codrington, Dehaney, good night. Good night. We are just wrapping up. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Yes, so Neva says, Andrew Holness says Jamaica as a laboratory.
Yes.
You know, UNDP representative and Jamaican PM are from the same school.
Oh,
but
we said about young global leaders. I don't know. I'm just asking a question because of them.
Let us listen to the technology minister of Jamaica. He will not use the word laboratory.
But
let me see if you get the same thing from what he's saying.
Yes.
Adopt, govern, and benefit from artificial intelligence. And as most Jamaicans are, we are very proud. And I want to begin with a point of national pride. And that is Jamaica is among the first Caribbean countries to complete a national AI readiness assessment using UNESCO's global methodology. I want that to settle in for a few seconds.
You have to play again.
You don't want to second?
Jamaica are the first country.
Yeah, then if you are in the lab, where they supposed to come from?
And here they must say I see US again. First country.
So this is UNESCO in Jamaica, you know.
AI?
They were launching the Jamaica AI Readiness Assessment Methodology Report.
And the UNESCO man said Jamaica the same thing.
Yeah. We are always, we can't be anything else. It is what it is.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
But he's saying there should be pride.
And that is Jamaica is among the first Caribbean countries to complete a national AI readiness assessment using UNESCO's global methodology. I want that to settle in for a few seconds. In a region still finding its footing in the governance of emerging technologies, Jamaica chose not to wait and see. We chose to lead. We chose to examine ourselves honestly, to engage our stakeholders broadly, and to produce a credible, internationally validated account of our AI readiness. That decision, ladies and gentlemen, very deliberate, disciplined, and forward-looking, is a direct reflection of how seriously this government takes the responsibility of adopting artificial intelligence.
Hold on.
And I must say that
we need to follow. Was it Jamaica's was it an initiative of Jamaicans to get this AI lab thing going? Was it a generic idea coming out of the intellectual pool of a country for the benefit of this country? Or was it that some money come up in some corners and say, yo, some money come up and then say, I want the lab, you know, some funding, jump at it.
But
Why is it?
we take pride.
Yeah, but he's speaking as if this is something
It's
that,
our grand idea.
yeah, and you know what I mean, we're so brilliant that we could have come up with an idea if we come do something about AI. No, man, if you talk the truth, why is it that you are giving a readiness report? I am only going to give a report because I'm a student. Somebody is above me.
Yeah.
And I was asked, or I was required to
give
to do some stuff, and so
Yeah.
I have to give a report. But if I'm my thing, who may I report to? No, man, you come now. This meeting should have been called to a Jamaica population. So okay, come now, Jamaica. You put me in office, and this is what we are doing. But what you mean, come UNESCO? Let me report to you. So who? Nah, man. The man never thought it through, man.
And you and DP and UNESCO keep speaking as though, but you know, it's your idea.
Yeah, your idea.
Yeah.
And you buy it, you know. What the Bible said? The Bible said they are going to deceive, and they are also being deceived. So UNESCO come and say, this thing together, man. You become the lab for the world. Not knowing that you're actually building your own concentration.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it in Iran, the persons who are part of the team that is digitizing Jamaica, they are building their own concentration camp. For them and them picnic them and then grand picnic. And them are boast about it, you know. But wait till it's fully implemented. And then them will say, this me did a bill.
Everybody will be.
No, I hope them not think.
Including, excluding.
No, I hope them not think say them all go to Switzerland with the brother named Peter Thiel and Sam Altman, where them go buy 470 acre of land with them bunk up on it. Them things so them all go to Switzerland or them all go Hawaii. Yeah, build your own concentration camp. That is why Christianity is so different. Because you would have seen the deception and know say you're not going to be a part of this digital system.
Yes,
it is designed to control every single human. Yeah.
So you won't escape it?
No.
Despite the amount of money you may receive for doing all of these things on behalf of.
But the money now go have the use. I want when them digitize the money, Jamaica. When they roll out them digital ID and the money become digitized, I want to see them man that say them a take plane and go US and them a take plane go Europe. You're gonna have your own carbon credit score. And you know, you can't go on the plane unless them man that say you can go.
And it starts, you know, the camping down start.
All
right. It's closing time, everybody, but let's just hear the last part of what we hope to share.
No, we have to go backward and come forward.
Yes.
Region still finding its footing in the governance of emerging technologies. Jamaica chose not to wait and see. We chose to lead. We chose to examine ourselves honestly, to engage our stakeholders broadly, and to produce a credible, internationally validated account of our AI readiness. That decision, ladies and gentlemen, very deliberate, disciplined, and forward-looking, is a direct reflection of how seriously this government takes the responsibility of adopting artificial intelligence. And I must say that this is not by chance or an accident. It is the result of sustained institutional commitment, beginning with the establishment of the National AI Task Force in August of 2023, the delivery of our National AI Policy recommendations in September 2024, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the completion of this UNESCO readiness assessment. As you can.
So the part I was saying that he missed out was establishing the National AI Lab in August 2025.
for the schools.
Remember that one?
For the schools.
Well, not just for the schools, but the schools would September 1, 2025.
Right.
You know, but it was forged and it had the labs.
No, it was it the Amber Group.
The Amber Group,
That
yes.
designed that.
Yeah.
And them said them. They said the brother were in charge of the Amber Group.
The
He was
over there.
Yeah, he was in India, and them said Jamaica they have no money, and them
Right.
say, yeah man, we're gonna deal with it, man.
No problem. Quick time.
But how them talk about UNESCO?
They developed something bigger and better than what was in India.
So how would you? So UNESCO. This I said, me no know.
Okay.
This I said,
Okay.
remember she said.
It's the once it's AI, it should be.
They know that message.
Yeah,
And then
that's
think
it.
about AI. Think about AI, everyone. When the brother there with Starlink and
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk AI is like summoning
Demons.
the demons.
Well,
Go the road says like summoning the old ones.
And the Pope gone to Angola to zero.
Why is it
ground zero?
Ground zero. So why is it that Jamaica?
Summon at the church.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
What the Christians there in Jamaica? What the shepherds then in Jamaica?
I know for sure they are gonna tell you that this has nothing at all to do with
Nothing.
Anything at all.
True, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So there is no need for fear.
So I think they have imbibed the Roman Catholic system.
That is it. Hence, there's no need to speak.
You can't see no evil, speak no evil.
You can't speak anything, because you're a part of it.
You're a part of the system.
And you choose to be a part of it.
The black and white squares. Oh, boy.
It is sad though.
Yeah.
But tonight we had hope, to bring these things to the fore, to let you know exactly where we are and how deep we are into whatever we are a part of. The move that Pope Leo made to Angola, that should be an eye opener for many, as to exactly where we are, because many persons may see, the whole digital thing being fomented, because I see it as war, coming together, all throughout the world. And if you doubt it, just type in any country and ask about their digital readiness, and you will find out how transformed these countries are. But the Pope went there, and I know he didn't just go there because he likes to see black people. He has not seen them since slavery in 14 something. So he maybe got to check on his forefathers. Right? He did it for a reason. He went to the very church that these persons, were baptized in.
It's actually yes, sir, we're in a jubilee now, right?
Yes.
And the jubilee
he proclaimed that jubilee 2026.
So you're reclaiming what was rightfully yours.
Wow,
so the slavery,
a time of freedom.
So you can reclaim slavery.
Should not be.
Slavery.
But that's where we are. And you talk about the mark of the beast system.
Yeah.
You have something for me?
Yeah.
You talk about the mark of the beast system. Yeah. So it's all about control. So when the mark of the beast is really implemented, when it becomes enforced.
Fully enforced.
Yeah. You wonder, so what new does this bring to the whole situation? It not really bring anything new.
Well, what is going to be new is that you will not be able to come out of the system.
Yeah.
So for slavery, the type of modern slavery that we had, persons used to run away, or you can buy your freedom, or there was an act that was, a law that was passed, universal adult suffrage and whatever else.
Yeah.
And so you became free, and then you start to choose. But with this system now, remember now, the digital system, you are going to be the ID.
Yeah.
You the person. So there's no coming out of that. Once they manipulate the mind using AI, there's no coming back. You can't. So that's
you're
the
able
new
to
thing.
reason right now and say, I will not be a part of.
Yeah.
But whenever that time comes, based on what you have accepted, you will not be able to say, I
You can't
won't be a part of
No,
this.
you can't separate.
Mhm.
You can't separate.
811 of our enemies were destroyed, including women and children. Why did this take place? Why were so many people killed? Why were women and children killed? But the answer is very simple, straightforward. Perhaps it is not politically correct in the eyes of some, but it is the true, authentic, and absolutely essential message of Purim, and it's the central truth of it is rather commemorating and remembering a past event in order that we know how to behave today in the present and in the future. Rabbi still exists. We meet every year before Purim, where we understand so called, where we are commanded by Hashem to remember that which Amalek did to us and to destroy them. Right. So I actually don't say the real power base is Israel. What I say is that the real power base are a collection of societies that have existed in this war. And these societies include the Freemasons, which are now called the Rosicrucians, and the Knights Templars. They include Jewish organization called the 17 Francas, who are embedded in religious movements called Shabbat Lubavitch. And then you have the Jesuits. You have a collection of secret societies, and they believe that a war in the Middle East would start a process that would culminate in the end times and return of Jesus, the arrival of the Jewish Messiah, the building of a one world government. They have different eschatologies, but a lot of their time frames do align. So where they converge is that there has to be a war in the Middle East to kick things off. This war in the Middle East will lead to the defeat of the empire, and this will lead to the culmination of the Greater Israel Project, where Israel is able to control the Middle East from the Nile to the Euphrates. Once the Greater Israel Project is in place, it will transform into a Pax Judaica, which is an AI surveillance state. This will eventually lead to the war of Gog and Magog, the destruction of the Isaac Mosque and the building of the Third Temple, the return of the Jewish diaspora to Jerusalem, and the arrival of the Jewish Messiah or the Antichrist. While speaking at a public rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, Trump was supposedly shot in the ear by a would-be assassin. A photographer captured this moment of Trump rising defiantly before all the world with a bloodied ear. This assassination attempt, however, was actually Trump's global initiation as Shabbat's loyal bondservant, the Messiah ben Joseph, otherwise known as the Forerunner. Trump, like Cyrus the Great before him, would be the non-Jewish Messiah, obtaining riches, subduing nations, and pursuing titles of greatness, who will conquer the enemies of the Jews so that they can destroy Al-Aqsa Mosque and rebuild the temple. And if you remember in Trump's first term, he broke with tradition and moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, recognizing it as the capital of Israel. He assassinated Qasem Soleimani during his first term, and he was the one who greenlit the Pentagon's active planning phase for this war we are currently watching years before it officially kicked off. The current non-Jewish Messiah was chosen to be of service to the Jewish people and the Jewish Messiah. President Trump's right ear was grazed in a symbolic gesture of Exodus 21:6, where the Torah states that a servant who wants to remain with his master needs to have his right ear pierced. Trump was designated as God's servant and anointed one, just like Cyrus the Great almost 2,400 years ago. We have clarified in several videos that the absolute deadline for the redemption is by the end of the Jewish year 5787, which corresponds to October 2nd, 2027. Thus, the redemption will surely occur during Donald Trump's tenure. And I have good reason to believe Donald Trump was chosen to be the one to redeem the sins of Asa through offering his assistance in rebuilding the Holy Temple on the Temple Mount and establishing the Jewish kingdom over all of mankind in Jerusalem. Perhaps it is no accident that the numeric value of Donald Trump getting shot in the air over and over again. Why am I showing the same Jewish rabbi explaining exactly what the initiation ritual is? Because people aren't seeing this for what it is. People should be in the streets demonstrating, protesting. Pitchforks and torch time is now. Because Trump is allowing our entire economy to get destroyed right now. This isn't the usual.
Great.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a whole lot of information.
I hope it was audible.
Yeah.
Take us home and then we're
Yeah.
done.
Just to say that, persons are looking at the things that are taking place
Yeah.
in the Middle East,
Yeah.
not understanding that the Satan is here and he has but a short time, and therefore the system that is being put in place as we speak, that Jamaica is very much integrally involved in,
Yes.
is based on plans that were put in place a long time ago, and just seeing the things that are happening. If you notice, Donald Trump, when they said that there was an assassination attempt, but notice he had to publicly have his right ear pierced in order to carry out the function. And if you remember, they also minted a coin for him in Israel, where he had his image on one side of the coin and something else.
Yeah.
Now they are saying that by October 2027, we should have the Messiah, Israel's Messiah. If you notice, Donald Trump the other day, I think it was January this year, he went to Davos and he announced his board of peace. You remember the board of peace,
Yes,
where
yes.
each member of that board, it's a 10-member board as well. They have to pay, I think it is 1 billion to be a member of the board, but it's a board of peace. And Donald Trump was saying that it was going to replace the United Nations. And if you notice, the rabbi was saying that Israel is going to replace the United Nations and so on. So what you see is not what you see.
Yes.
What you hear is not what you hear. It's we have to give God thanks that we have the Bible that can lead us into all truth. My appeal, based on what you're hearing, my appeal is that you get back to a relationship with God. And I'm happy that when Jesus came the first time, he did not just go along to get along with the temple system that existed.
Yes.
What he did was he recognized that system, the entire system, had to be discarded. And so what he did was he gathered, together persons who really wanted to understand the ways of salvation.
Yeah.
And commune with them and started this whole idea of Christianity.
Yes, as we know it today.
Yeah, so we're at the point where the system that now exists has to be discarded because it has been corrupted. If you listen to what the presentation, you see where Pope Leo went to, and you see the information coming from the Roman Catholic. That's the genesis of Roman Catholicism, and they exported Christianity globally. And that form of Christianity is not biblical. You need to just read the Bible, take a step for Christ, so that he can stand for you, because famine is coming. And if we are not part of the system, then we have to secure bread and water.
Yeah.
And the promise is that it will be sure if we are obedient. So let us pray. Loving Father, we are thankful that you would have allowed us the privilege to have been able to have this program this evening. Pray that our eyes may be open, understanding may also be open, and help us to have that desire to be a part of your kingdom. Help us not to be deceived by what is being portrayed as Christianity today, but help us to get back to a study of the Bible, and with the aid of your Holy Spirit, we will have a right relationship with you. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Anthony. Thanks everyone for listening, for tuning in, for participating. And I must say, I feel good, having the privilege of sitting in for, someone, a person of Newberg. Right.
His shoes is
Yeah, I
really
see it.
hard to fill.
It's very humbling. Humbling. Yes, yes. But yeah, I'm glad we're able to
Yeah.
have this success this
Mhm.
evening. And we hope that many persons really benefited. I know I benefited, and I do believe
Yeah,
that you
we
you
learned
did
some stuff.
also.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
So thanks
mhm.
for having us on. We meet here again Sunday
Sunday
afternoon
afternoon.
at
Yes.
4 p.m.
Mhm.
All being well.
Mhm.
All being well.
All been well.
Next week
Yes.
is
Yes. Yes.
Sunday.
To God be the
Yes,
glory.
to God be the glory. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Until
yeah.
then,
Yes. All been well.
have yourselves a good evening. All
Yes.
right.
Yes. Yes.